company. Hold on, watch this. Bandai of America.
What?
And licensed by, I don't know, I'm just not used to seeing those three companies' names together. This is the Rocketeer FAP, because the Rocketeer just turned 20 years old.
20 years old.
And it's pretty awesome, in spite of nobody fucking remember it.
Yeah.
And I'm Chris Antista.
I'm Brett Elston.
Henry Gilbert.
See, Henry's a superhero expert, but Brett, you seem to know way more about the Rocketeer than anybody I've ever met.
That's the little plane he used. So I do know the NES game kind of well. It's really hard, but the music is
amazing.
So good.
Hold on, don't hit start. You got to see some of these screens because we're gonna jump to this Super NES one, and this is way more animated and elaborate and pretty.
The NES game is better for sure.
I wish we would have thought to do this with something other than the Rocketeer, but there's not like simultaneous platform releases like the old and new anymore. Like comparing one game on the next gen and the old gen.
They've given up on Wii releases.
That one. What the fuck?
What's this in my pocket? That's
oh,
Nolan
man.
North.
I think that's Nolan North next to Alan Arkin. Shoulder strap. You can just hit start.
Later that morning.
And watch this. Oh, we missed the animated cutscene. That's okay. Dude, seriously?
Yeah, you don't.
Fucking fly.
I can't talk while I'm doing this, by the way. So
no, you want me to do it?
No, because I have to lean into the screen to
see.
Okay,
I'm just curious. I haven't seen this in a long time. I downloaded the commercial. We'll embed it in the page. But I was more fascinated by the... Matt was just talking about how he hated the Rock. And that's how I remember I felt about it. Because we talked about this earlier, maybe even in the podcast this week, that we weren't old enough to understand how fucking awesome everything they were doing was.
Yeah, it bored me as a kid, too.
Yeah.
Because I had just seen... Well, not just, but... I was used to Tim Burton's Batman,
yes,
which was flashy and had Joker saying jokes.
And Rocketeer just looked old to me.
Yeah.
Looked old to me. I didn't understand that they had an Errol Flynn-esque villain played by Timothy Dalton, who was at the time James Bond was the villain, fighting the Nazis in a Disney movie.
Yeah, no, the Nazis in a Zeppelin, and also like Timothy Dalton, like he's so you're sure it's Errol Flynn. The movie he's filming looks exactly like The Adventures of Robin Hood, except with a guy in a red suit instead of green.
And then I uploaded it to YouTube just because the big takeaway I remember, because I remember I was disappointed. It looked all old, but it was at a time before CG, and I know we say that all the time, but it was like a huge budget recreation of the 30s with all practical effects.
Oh yeah.
And the one thing I took away from it was the animated sequence in the middle. But it's genuine Disney Nazi propaganda. But done for...
You mean anti-Nazi?
Yes, in the movie. It's Nazi propaganda, but in the movie it's smuggled out of Germany to show that the Germans have been creating rocket packs.
I see.
And it's awesome because I had never seen the Walt Disney's Victory Through Air Power movie, and it's making fun of that.
By the Disney animators.
Yeah, by the Disney animators, the long-lost 8th Disney movie, somewhere in between like Dumbo and Fantasia was...
So the really difficult thing about this is...
why aren't you flying yet?
You don't fly until later.
Oh, that's just how the movie works. There wasn't enough flying, if I remember.
That's what bored me as a kid.
Those aren't blocks.
He's totally fine. That's what I didn't like as a kid. He barely I want to see you want to see Batman do Batman stuff, Spider-Man do Spider-Man stuff, and this guy he flies by accident and he's afraid. And same deal with he doesn't wear his helmet all that much in the movie either, which. That's your mask as a hero. The mask is what you wear all the time.
I cannot even tell how far you am. I need to see some flying.
It's close.
I have to see some flying. Yeah, now that I
the
think
enemies
about it,
blow up into purple smoke too. But what's interesting is if you hit select, you can switch between bullet, Tommy gun, pistol, grenade, rocket launcher. You have a lot of options.
Well, what do you think Nintendo omitted from these versions? Can anybody guess? Swastikas. Yeah. I forget what they're turned into, but I really want to see.
Angry faces, skulls, maybe.
God damn it!
You can do it, Elston. Kill this Dick Tracy character. I don't know how he got in the Rocketeer.
Yeah, it was also I got it confused with spiritually confused with Dick Tracy because they came out around the same time and
they're two high-profile flops from Disney recreating comics.
They're period films. Based on comic books, but one is wildly different.
See, I wondered if we should give Disney some credit. Long before Marvel, they had failed to kickstart a comic adaptation superhero series several times.
That's crazy that they say that Green Lantern is a flop because it only made $50 million.
It was it cost $2 million or $200 million, right?
Yeah. No, movies
make its money back.
No more. But also, you look at the international.
Oh, thank God.
You look at the international grosses for any any film these days, and it always makes money.
Yeah, exactly. They'll make they make overseas about as much as they make in the first 3 weeks in the U.S.
Because overseas people aren't as discerning as American.
Not true. They're just easily marketed to. And if you've ever been overseas to like a third world country, they have a monopoly on the movie theaters there. There's not a lot of local cinema. It's all American shit. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, the movie studios still don't disclose how much they make off DVD.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love the death screen.
I think in Japan.
I think I start pretty far back, honestly.
Do you want to
hang
continue?
on? Let me see how far back.
Yeah, we won't be doing this.
Really far. Yeah, you don't get the jetpack till the end of this level, but this is a pretty reasonably good game. It's just super difficult. But the music is great. We actually closed Talk Radar out with it this week. From level 2 music, which is much better. No, it just sucks because this, as a kid, I would rent this and be like, how come I'm not flying and shooting things?
Flying every
and instead you're running and punching, and it's like,
oh my god! Wait till you see the Super Nintendo one.
It's leading up to you getting that, and it's you need to use your guns.
So how do I do that?
Select.
I'm hitting select. I don't think I collected anything.
You don't have any bullets. I'm sorry.
So I have to punch this guy with a gun.
Yeah, maybe they didn't think about
a little bit of timing.
Maybe we should.
You just run past him at this point. You'll take damage, but you'll just get past him.
Point, Elston.
You didn't even hit him, did you?
I don't remember. I'm looking at.
It was so long ago.
Damn it! Run!
Wow, this is a much better plan of just running and.
What the fuck was that?
That's the UFO from the movie, right? And the biggest hangar that's ever existed.
Run! Oh my god!
Duck.
Don't
punch! Oh!
No! Fuck this! Going to the Super
Nathan
NES
Drake's
version.
Dead.
Jesus!
Wow!
Wow.
I'm way.
I remember that still from the movie.
America.
Colors.
But seriously, the NES screens are more animated. Watch this shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh boy.
Who could forget Nova Logic?
All downhill from there.
Let's try one player.
Not even a different.
This isn't going to go very well because I couldn't actually figure out how to win, but I think I have to look at the bottom screen.
Clifford.
Get the fuck out.
Chances? Every time?
Rodney. All right, here I'm flying.
What?
I am flying.
You're flying the BG.
I think. But I think you need to look at the screen at the bottom in order to know what to do.
Oh, weird.
Are you racing somebody?
I think they're way ahead of me, and I'll never catch up. I'll never catch up.
No catching up.
This was one of the games they touted, like when the Super NES was about to launch. They're like, look at the graphics, look what it can do, and the distance and the rotation of those sprites.
Yeah, and like
the NES can't do that. And
I think I can even, I can curve my plane. Oh, oops.
Like just,
but it's so fucking hard. I'm looking at two screens trying to.
I think
get a level of perspective.
I think the bottom screen is just ornamental.
No, seriously. Like otherwise, like I could just do this and he'll just fly.
Right.
But if you look down here, they're fucking lapping me. I'm holding. Yes, I'm holding down the acceleration button. By the way, this is the Rocketeer, just in case you were wondering.
What kind of
the GB is the only indication you'd have. And I'm like,
the GB, not the
punching
BG.
And shooting people is a much better place to start than this.
I just don't understand.
Do you have a turbo button or anything? Like Super Nintendo has a lot of buttons.
You finished.
No, so the other person finished 2 laps ahead of me, so at least I'll be able to move on.
So you lost the race.
It's all right, Rock. All right. Yeah, give it a shot.
I mean, I got 3 chances.
It's inverted controls.
Good.
Wait a sec. What a horrible way to start a game. In a way that's completely unlike anything else in the game.
Yes.
And in like a no-win option, like if you fail, you will only ever see this, and it's no fun to play at all.
Nope, not at all. But God, I wish you could get to the rocket stages. Look at that, Elson's losing, but not by as much as I was.
But this is just sad. How could
I don't understand what you do.
How could they think this is a good way to start a game?
The left and right buttons, yeah. Can you tell what you're doing? I can't.
Yeah. There's just no catching up.
Jesus Christ. I wish I was the red plane.
Also, they fly too well. Your opponents, like, you have no chance.
I don't really know I can't really tell what they're doing down there. What are you doing differently?
Yeah.
As far as I can tell, there's one acceleration button, and I was holding it.
And this had the Nintendo seal of quality on it. Can't believe it.
I can't believe.
I really don't know.
I can't believe it.
So B slows down and gives up and dies.
Yes.
I don't know.
B's the lose button.
As someone who plays a lot of flying games and loves Super Nintendo, I do not know what the fuck.
Oh, Jesus.
I remember playing it once as a kid and being like,
no, that'll be enough.
That kid upset where you're like, this is too hard, and then no, it's just shitty.
You have 3 chances.
You have 3 I don't want 3 chances. I just want to move on.
It's never going.
We're gonna move on.
There's got to be a stage select code.
Oh, goodbye, FAP.